Hi, my name is John Seaberg. I'm Executive Chairman of Paramount Gold Nevada, ticker symbol PZG on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, the conditional use permit was a key milestone in our permitting process. It's actually the county level permit. It's a very strong endorsement from the county and the communities of our project. And the next step is to get the state approval and the BLM. So we have a county level, a state level, and a federal level permitting process. We're now turning our attention to completing the consolidated permit application, which we intend to file with the state in the third quarter of this year. And then we are also filing an amended plan of operations with the BLM. So all hands on deck on the permitting process. Yeah, the Frost project was a recent acquisition. We completed that in December of 2018. It's got some very high-grade historical intercepts. We recently completed some geophysics on the Frost project and identified some very high-priority targets. The geophysics look very similar to Grassy Mountain. We're in the process of obtaining the permits from the BLM and designing an exploration program that we hope to complete in the third quarter of this year. Yeah, Sleeper is an interesting asset. It's very strategic to the company. When I first joined the company about a year ago, we weren't even really talking about Sleeper. Sleeper produced over 1.7 million ounces in an open pit at 7 grams per ton from 1986 to 1996. A very profitable mine that produced significant free cash flow. Today we still have 4.5 million ounces of total resource. Sleeper is very similar, almost a mirror opposite of Grassy Mountain. Grassy Mountain is a high-grade underground operation, or will be. It'll generate about 50,000 ounces of gold and silver a year. Sleeper is what Grassy doesn't have in scale, Sleeper does. Again, we have over 4.5 million ounces at about 0.35 gram per ton. So it's lower grade, but it'll be an open pit heap leach operation. We completed a PEA, so preliminary economic assessment, in 2015, and at $12.50 gold, Sleeper makes a lot of money. We still have a lot of work to do. All of our attention and our resources are focused on Grassy Mountain, but it remains a core asset in our pipeline. Our recent transaction with Franco-Nevada was very strategic to us. Franco-Nevada, one of the best names in the mining sector, regardless of the size of the transaction. So just to recap, we sold a 2% royalty on Sleeper for $2 million. It was important for us because it was a significant endorsement from a very reputable company. Again, regardless of the transaction size, Franco-Nevada does extensive due diligence, and they were able to get comfortable with the Sleeper deposit. In addition, it allowed us to top up our treasury with $2 million without having any dilution to our shareholders. So we're very conservative when it comes to issuing stock, but this was a key transaction with a key stakeholder and a significant endorsement, not only to the project, but I think to management as well. Yeah, 2019, all efforts are on permitting at Grassy Mountain. Again, just to recap, we have the conditional use permit and the consolidated permit application in process. Once that's filed, then most of the work on our end is done, and it's up to the state regulators to embark on their side of the permitting process. We also intend to, we're in the final stages of finalizing an agreement with Ausenco to complete a feasibility study, a National Instrument 43-101 compliant feasibility study at Grassy Mountain. So again, it's taken the PFS and upgrading it to a full feasibility study. And lastly, we'll be focusing on the exploration efforts, first and foremost at Frost. And then again, given additional resources, we'll turn our attention to some high priority targets that are within 1 mile to 2 miles of the Grassy Mountain complex. So exciting times for 2019, a lot of key milestones coming up for Paramount, and we're excited to be the first gold mining company to venture this far down the permitting path in Oregon.